Hey, yo, what's up, world? How y'all doing, man? God bless any and everyone that is watching this video, man. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I hope you took a minute today to just thank God for yet another day we woke up. You know, again, the death of Kobe Bryant has put perspective on all of us, You know, I tend to not want to just look at the tragedy of the situation, which, yes, indeed, it was a tragedy, you know, but what did we learn from this man? You know, how can we celebrate his life? How can we celebrate his life? And I'm telling you, man, death has no picks. When your time is up, your time is up. Any minute, any second, it could be your time. So make sure you're telling the people you love them. Make sure you're spending time with the people you need to be spending time with. Drop the unnecessary drama that's keeping you away from the people you love, people you want to be around, people you want to be with. You know, it's just unnecessary. Key word, unnecessary. You know, you got to be bigger than the problem, because one day, the thing bigger than all of us, that thing called death, that's going to call us all home one day, is going to come knocking. Sometimes they ain't even going to knock, it's just going to snatch you out the house. You feel me? You know, so, man, like, God bless that man. God bless his family and the other 7 people and their families. God bless you. You know, so anyways, I want to talk to you guys today about being careful. You know, be careful not to help too much. You know, sometimes we try to help too much, and what we're doing in helping is enabling. You know, in this business, working with people, you know, coaching, mentoring, building programs, or, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what's wrong with a program and recreating things. You know, I've learned a lot. You know, but one thing that is evident is everybody is different, but in so many cases, in so many ways, we are all the same. And we are survivors by nature. The human being are survivors by nature. We're going to do things to make sure that we are surviving, that we are getting by, that we are making it. You know, when that is taken away from us, when we are being spoiled or catered to the point where we don't have to use that vigor, that fight to make it through anything, you know, where we don't have to struggle through something in order to learn from that experience, you know, and gain more experience and become better, to increase our worth, to increase our value, you know, to increase your stock, you know, to make your stock go up. You know, we become weak, and so many of us are the persecutor, the perpetrator of making other people around us weak. You know, as a leader, this is very difficult. You know, you run businesses, you're a senior supervisor, a manager, you know, and you're responsible for people, you know, not just youth that I see, but also several staff that I oversee. One thing I've learned is it's very difficult to satisfy everyone. It is impossible, matter of fact. But the one thing I can never do as a leader is enable them to the point where I'm making them weak. So sometimes on this journey, sometimes on this path, and strengthening other people, giving them the experiences to be able to learn from, to be able to grow from, to become better at, again, increase their worth, their value. You know, sometimes they don't see the lesson in it until way after, because they are struggling through something and they think you should reach in and save them. But as a leader, what you should do is make sure they're safe. You know, you stay at arm's distance for a while so you can make sure they're safe, that they don't drown, you know, in everything that they're going through, you know, but you allow them to stumble and sometimes even fall for them to learn that lesson, you know, and learn from that lesson. Because I'm still a firm believer that we learn so much more from our losses than we ever do from our wins. You know, when you constantly win, you don't have to adapt. You don't have to learn and do anything different. You're going to keep doing what it was you were doing to win. But when you lose, you can't keep doing the same thing, because you don't want to keep losing. We don't like pain by nature, you know, so you're going to adapt. You're going to learn from it, and you're going to use a little of the old stuff, but you're going to add some new stuff. And this is why it's so important as a leader. You know, a good leader produces leaders. They don't produce followers. They produce leaders. And the only way you're going to produce a leader is to increase their knowledge, to increase their strength, to increase their stock, their value, and what it is that they're going through. So you stake yourself to them. You role model. You go through the motions with them for a while. But then you let go. But you keep them at arm's distance. And then you let go even further. And then you keep them in sight. And then hopefully, if you've done your job of creating a leader, they can go on their own path, and you no longer have to hold on to them. You no longer have to be at arm's distance. You no longer have to keep an eye on them, because they're going to be a leader. They became a leader to create more leaders. You know, reach one, teach one. So let's be careful not to overcompensate, not to over help people. Let's include our elderly. You know, sometimes, you know, it's important just to, as I heard Dr. Oz say on Sway in the Morning, you know, even with his own father, you know, as he was getting older, I guess he died at 93. He said that even going up the stairs, he would just stand behind him, but he wouldn't help him up the stairs, because he had to use those major muscles. He had to use those muscles, that memory, those things to keep him going. You know, once we continue to keep trying to help people and enable them, they become weaker and weaker. So, excellent lesson, Dr. Oz, and thank you for that. Thank you, Sway, for having them on there. And yeah, we just got to be careful in what we're doing, people. Let's not enable, okay? Let's strengthen. And sometimes, yes, strengthening people is allowing them to go through that trial, that tribulation, that struggle, you know. And sometimes those who really get it, just you being there is enough. And just don't let nobody drown. Don't let them die from it. Don't let them suffocate too much. All right? Much love to y'all, man. God bless you. 2020 vision all day. This year in 2020, where I'm just going to try and make your vision a lot clearer and seeing things better. All right? It starts with me. We're here to impact lives. You feel me? We're on some next level thinking. That's where we're at, you know? And, you know, we're here to change lives, man. We're life changers. God bless. I love y'all. And as always, even here in 2020, if it ain't building your mind, you need to get rid of it. This is a complete and total waste of your time. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Peace.